Alright, so the way I have this figured is if this tractor has enough horsepower to spin all of its tires, I've got it hooked to an oak tree. It's hooked up to an oak tree. I'm just going to see if it's got enough power to spin the tires, because if it'll spin the tires over, that's the best you can hope for regardless of horsepower level. But if it just stalls out and dies, then that means it doesn't have enough horsepower to do everything you want to do, basically. I mean, any tractor should be able to lug down and spin the tires at least. It should run out of traction before it runs out of power, right? So I'm gonna try it in low range. I'm gonna try it in high range first. I know what's gonna happen there. It's not gonna do it. And then we'll try medium, and then maybe we'll gear on down to low range. We'll see. So I started off in high range, and obviously it just died. I knew it was going to do that. High range is not meant for that anyway. And then I switched to medium, and it would spin the rear tires. So I put it in four-wheel drive, and it just kind of meh. So, and obviously low range has got enough torque to do anything you want. So that's kind of what I expected. You know, medium is kind of on the borderline of having enough power, but it's pretty good. Low range, all the power you need. I think it would pull anything in low range as long as it could get traction to do it. I had the throttle up at 2300 RPM, not quite full throttle, but not low throttle either. Had it at 2300, and I mean, it actually did better than I thought. So the fact that it would spin all four of those tires, you know, and those tires are huge for this size of a tractor, and they're filled with fluid, so they're super heavy. The fact that it would spin all those tires means that it should be just fine for whatever we plan to pull or do with it around here. So I'm happy. Another thing I really like about these New Holland tractors, and it's just a minor detail, but they take the time to color coordinate stuff. You notice that anything that's orange, you know, the pedals are orange, the throttle, the brake over there, anything orange has to do with driving the tractor. And then you've got things that are yellow. PT over there, I can't see it almost. Yeah, there it is. Yellow has to do with using your implements out back. So they kind of color coordinate stuff, and that way if you have a new operator who's just learning the ropes, maybe it'll help them out a little bit. But this thing is so easy to use. You know, like on that gear drive John Deere that we tested out, you had like 3 or 4 different steps you had to go through before you could start the engine. You had to put the sub-trans in neutral, the main trans in neutral, the shuttle shift on the dash had to be in neutral, and I believe the parking brake had to be set too before you could even turn the key and start the engine. Not so on this tractor. You can start that one no matter what's going on. Parking brake set or not, it's in gear or not, it doesn't matter. You just hop on there and turn the key and go. It's so easy. Even my 13-year-old son just jumped on it and took off. No learning curve at all. I love it. Apparently the dog does not love it. The dog wants to attack it. So, excuse me just a minute while I go get my dog. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, but you know, this dog right here just does not like tractors. I can't tell if he's mad at it or if he wants to play with it or what, but he's awfully upset right now. And he's just a pup, so I'm trying to teach him not to get around it. I hate for an accident to happen and him get run over or something, so I guess I'm going to have to put the camera down and go get him. Yeah, and the other thought that crossed my mind too is that this tractor's brand new. It doesn't even have a full hour on it yet, so it could be that it's, you know, still breaking in. You know, maybe once the engine and everything breaks in, it might make a little bit more power. You know, every 1 horsepower counts on these tractors, so it might get a little bit stronger before it's over with, you know. And it's cold out here too, which probably has an effect on that hydrostatic transmission. So there's some other stuff at play, but bottom line is I think it's going to be all right. You ready, Toby? Ready to get this toy? Ready to get this toy, Toby? Here we go. You ready?